And this is your girl, Queen Sheila. I'm getting ready to play our intro song, and then we're going to have some fun. We have an awesome guest with us today. Oh, my goodness. All the way from Baltimore, Maryland. He started walking this morning so he could get here to Florida on time. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so now we're going to play our intro, and then we'll be bringing our guests in. Here we go.
Talk so. It's about that time. Line dance. Woo. Let's oh yeah. Talk so. It's about that time. Line dance. Let's come on. Talk so. It's about that time. Line dance. Let's y'all ready? Talk so. Listen. Line dance. Line left, right, keep it clean. We're talking soul line dance with the queen. Play trivia, win some money. And ooh, Marquise, he's funny. You don't have to wonder about Sandra, cause she will make it do what it do. We ready, so ready. Now we're just waiting on you to talk. Oh, line dance with the queen. Talk so. Line dance. Hey. Let's talk so. Line dance with the queen. Talk so. Line dance. Hey. Talk so. Line dance. Let's talk so. Line dance. Here we go. Come on. Here we go. Line dance. Here we go. Come on. Here we go. Line dance.
All right. Y'all, I have learned how to use some of these little buttons on my little toy over here. So I learned how to use the clap now, so I'm excited. But we're going to get started with our show. I'm going to bring my co-host in, none other than Miss Zandra Hill Coaston, all the way from Montgomery, Alabama. Hey, Miss Zandra.
Hi, Queen. How are you?
I'm blessed, girl. I'm blessed. I tell you. How's it going with you?
Amazing.
Amazing.
All is well. And yourself?
Beautiful. Good. I'm feeling better today. I took all my medicine, so I'm feeling better today. And, just ready to talk to this awesome guest we have today. I just don't know. I got to see what time it is,
I know, right?
Because sometimes it's prime time, sometimes it's prime time. And I think that's what we have today. So, how's the grandbaby?
All is well. All is well.
Oh, she's a doll baby. She's a princess.
Yes. Hey, and look, don't forget to tell the viewers, get your notebooks, get your pens, get whatever you need to get your notes down on tonight.
Yes.
Do that because we're about to go to school for a little bit. How about that?
Yes, we're going to line dance school. And guess what, y'all? It's free. It's free. You don't have to pay this time. It's free.
Yes, you all requested him and wanted him to come back. And we are fortunate to have him to bless us again so soon and really work us into his schedule. So, Queen, go ahead.
And right before, hello, Dalton, the producer, has chimed in. He said, hello, ladies. How you doing, Dal? All right, we're going to bring in our guest, none other than Donell, PrimeTime McFadden.
Hey, you know what it is. You know what it is. Here I am, your boy. Good to be here. What's up, Queen?
Hey, got to be you, brother. Got to be you.
How you doing, Sandra?
I am well. So well.
Right. I'm here feeling y'all. I'm telling you, I want to give a big shout out to God Almighty.
Oh,
to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, first and foremost. Our Savior and the love of our life. I also want to shout out the podcast, got Zandra and the Queen. Hey, how you ladies doing? Y'all ready to talk soul line dance?
We ready.
We're ready. Are you ready to talk soul line dance?
I'm ready. There's nothing off limit today. Y'all can ask me anything.
All right. So viewers, you heard that. You have a question. You better put it into the comment and submit it.
Okay.
All right.
So we want to start, Donell, with you telling us who Donell is.
All right. Just to give a little background, my name is Donell McFadden. I'm an IT professional. I work for the Savings Bank of Baltimore, also M&T, and I finished my career with the United States Post Office. Currently, I am retired. Yes.
Me too.
And I'm
Yes.
happy. I worked all those years. I'm living pretty good, living a middle class lifestyle here in Harford County in Joplin, Maryland. And I got a lovely wife, a daughter, Donetta. Y'all have heard of her, I hope so. She's part of the M&M Pump Girl. She made M&M Pump 1, M&M Pump 2. So, and M&M Snap won an award. They with the St. Louis crew, the M&M Girls. So, and as far as myself is concerned, I'm in about maybe 30 plus years of line dancing.
Wow. What a blessing.
I made a lot of line dancing, a lot of line dances. And I can't even count them all. But I made some really nice dances. Some kind of fell off, but for the most part, I had a real good line dancing career.
All right.
I won 6 UC Star Awards, first place award.
Okay.
Several runner-up awards. I was always in the running.
Okay.
I think I've won so many now that it's probably time for me to share all this knowledge and that I gained and pass the torch on to the next generation of line dancing. And that's why we're here, right?
That's why we're here. That's right.
Let's get it all out. Let's get it on the table.
Where did you I just want to ask, where did you retire from? What city?
I retired from the United States Post Office, also from M&T Bank, along with the Zurich America Corporation out of Chicago. So it's 3 retirement houses that I come from. All I do is go to my mailbox and pick up my checks. That's all I do.
Where did you retire from the post office?
From the post office was the last place that I worked. And very good working for the post office. That was the toughest job.
Okay.
It was very demanding.
I know.
Post office is very, very demanding.
Yes. But what city though did you retire from?
I was actually working in a place called Rising Sun, Maryland.
Okay.
Nobody ever heard of it. I didn't even heard of it until I started working here.
I was gonna say I'm a retired postal worker as well. That's why I was like, that is so interesting. You know, that you retired postal. Yeah, I was at headquarters most of my career. In DC.
Oh, good. So you made good money.
Oh no, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, we ain't gonna discuss that, but we all know post office make good money.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. That's one thing about them. Now they pay good money, but you, like you said, it's very demanding. Yeah, it makes you work for it. You know.
Good, good.
So talk to us about. First of all, is your wife a line dancer?
Yes.
Okay.
Loretta, they call her Lolo. Loretta Lolo McFadden.
Okay.
She's been line dancing also about 27 years. Not quite as long as I have. It was kind of hard getting her into it. And I said, come on, just try it. So we went up to Randy Dennis one night and we line danced. And after that, she caught the fever.
Okay.
And she was like, I'm going line dance. And I was like, wow.
I said, good.
So it kept the relationship together, kept us united, kept the romance going because we spent a lot of quality time line dancing. Yeah. And it bonded us. You know what I mean? So she got into it. She helped with the production of my line dances. She's my biggest critic, by the way.
Okay.
She goes, I says, how the dance look, Loretta? She'll say, You can do better than that. I thought your name was PrimeTime. You better fix that. You can do better than that. Show me some of that PrimeTime stuff. And then I will have to go back and work on the dance to make it better. So she's definitely a positive input.
Good. Real quick.
Now she makes sure that you don't go out half stepping.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, she does all my videos, all my filming. She's the business in a primetime production. What I mean is that she makes sure all of my appointments. I make sure of the contracts when we're doing 3-day events at these hotels and stuff like that. But she makes sure my paperwork is there, any type of typing and any type of legal requirements such as photos, copies, print, and say email, far as making sure that the grammar and everything is saying exactly what I want to say. So she's my spell checker behind spell check.
Okay.
You got me?
Good.
All right, good. So
real quick, I want to say hello to everybody that I'm sorry, everybody that's timed in so far. Sandra Levins Cook say, hey.
Hey, Sandra.
Yvonne, I am. Say, good evening, everyone. And Green Angela say, hey, everyone. Burnett is on. She said, hey, y'all.
Hey,
and Douglas said, congratulations. And also, good evening, all. So,
oh, yeah. Bernadette and Lolo go way back. So she know Lolo. She's been around. She's been to just about all of the throwdown, the Baltimore line dance throwdown.
Okay.
And she know Lolo is making sure all the numbers is coming in right. But Lolo don't like the center of attention. That's why she's not here. Okay. She does not like the camera. She does not like being on the front line. If you see her, she's going to be all the way in the back.
Okay.
And so she's a introvert by personality.
Okay.
You know,
and that's okay, but she got your back when you need her.
That's right.
You know,
that's exactly right.
Need her, and that's what the blessing is.
That's what. Yep.
I want to talk about something that you said. I'm sorry. You said, you know, by your wife being a line dancer as well, it has kept your relationship like really strong. And I was going to say, me being a line dance instructor, I only been married 5 years. And when I met my husband, he's not a dancer. Whoa. You know, and so we had to find something. I said, honey, we need to find something that we're compatible to keep us together. So now he's my DJ whenever I have my parties. So that's how we, you know, keep our relationship going with us working together. You know, I do the dances and whatever, and he plays the music. So I can understand what you said about you and Lolo.
Yes, you need that compatibility to make it work, because other than that, you're going to be pulling in two different directions. Lolo, matter of fact, we just came from the all-white party together, and she's there a lot with me line dancing. Sometimes she's not able to make it because her number one priority is our granddaughter. Okay. But whenever she can make line dancing, she's going. She's going with me or without me. Let's put it that way. But usually we go together, okay?
Okay.
All right, good.
Anything so tell me this. When it comes down to dancing or arranging, because I saw Tender Lover.
Tender Lover. Woo! That Tender Lover is hot. Y'all saw that Tender Lover?
Yeah.
You got it yet?
I did. I was like, okay.
That Tender Lover.
And I'm looking, and you know, I always tell you, I'm like, PrimeTime, how did you put that together? Wow. The combination, you know, I'm like, okay, it's like, how did you get that? So talk to me and tell me, How do you come up with what you do?
Okay, here's the secret. Everybody get your pen.
Okay.
Here's the secret. Okay. So first, the key ingredient is, of course, finding a good song.
Okay.
You want to make sure the song is your cup of tea. Everybody have a different style or flavor that they feel. So you want to make sure you're feeling it.
Okay.
That's key. So once you get a good song,
okay,
you want to make sure that you lay out every beat to that song. In other words, listen to the song and know every verse, every break.
I'm on the podcast, baby. Sorry.
And every what bridge that comes with the song itself, as far as the words. Then you want to break down the beats. Every 8 count you want to write down. Most bars have what they call a 16 or 32. Most of them are in 4 8 counts at a time. You want to note those beats all the way down your page. It's like laying out a graph of the music.
Okay.
In 8 counts. And you want to do that all the way through the song. And what you're going to come up with is a picture. A picture or beat of the song. Okay. And I usually lay mine out in 8 count bars.
Okay.
And if sometimes there's a 4 count, lay it out like that. If it's a 2 count, lay it out like that. In other words, lay out every beat. Okay. So once you got that done, you're looking at your dance. So what the music is doing, some people follow the bass track, or some people follow an instrument, or some people follow the words on what it is doing. But in your feeling of making your dance, you want to make an 8 count out of what you do best with your steps. In other words, if the beat is going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, then your steps should be doing just that. Okay. Now remember, in dancing, there's a middle beat, or what they call the end beat. N1, N2, N3, N4, N5, N6, N7, and 8. Well, the inner or the inner is the in between N1, N2. So that's a step right there, N1. So N1, N2 is the same thing as 1, 2. It's what you do when you move to 1 is in the middle. And Silk is a group that I admire because they do a lot of dancing on the in between beat, the end. The end. So once you know that the instrument is going doing the end, or instead of 1, 2 is going 1 and 2. So now that's a 3 steps or 3 beat, a half beat that's in there. And you want to capture that in your step. For example, in Light It Up, I do a heel toe, heel toe. Well, that's 1 and 2. That's all that is. But it's a double up. Heel toe, step, tap. So it makes your dance step quicker and give it more of a rhythm of the beat. It gives you more rhythm or more things to do, let's say. So first, you want to lay out the beats of the song. Make sure you get good 8 counts all the way through. Sometimes I lay my 8 counts out in 4 8 counts at a time, which they call a 32 bar. And then the bridge, if the bridge is doing something different than the chorus, make sure you lay that bridge out. Now, how do I come up with my steps? Which is your question. How do I come up with the steps? Well, the steps come from a history of dancing. It's all the things I did as a teenager, or even as a child, dancing. That's what we did in the streets of Baltimore. We danced. you dance for the hats. And you heard a lot about this in cities. You put the money in the hat and you had to dance for it. So because I was always competing, I remember or tried to remember all the steps, not only what I did, but what the competition did and how they beat me. So I would record those steps. And you can do that even to this day. Go out and feel the dance environment. I don't care what kind of dance it is. It could be country, western. It could be in the club. It could be the holy shout at church. Whatever the dance is and you like it, record it. Not only record it in your mind, but also record it on paper. Because I can tell you now, if you don't record it, you're going to forget it. So, and now that you got some steps that you like, and the dances that you used to do that you know you like, not only that you used to do, but maybe still do, turn it into an 8 count. So you want to turn it, reason why you want to turn it into an 8 count, because that 8 count is what the music, all music is done to, the 8 count beat. So, and now you can take that 8 count and double up on the beat by doing a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 5 and a 6 and a 7 and a 8. Or you can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's what you want to do. Now, once you get your first 8 count together, that is the beginning of your dance. You want to make sure that your start of your dance, usually I like to start with something good, but at the same time, something not so hard so that people can get going. If the beginning is so hard they can't even start, they're not going to do the dance. So you got to make the beginning fun, but also interesting. Okay. Now from there, what you look for is continuity, meaning the flow from one combination to the next has to flow. I guarantee you, if it's boring, the people going to be bored. If it's fun, they're going to do it. So how did I come with Tender Love? Well, I started with a nice slick 8 count, a 3 count with the right foot. And after I got that cross, slide step, well, I wanted to put some inner steps in there, a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. So there was a 4 count there. Instead of going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, I went 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, out, and which is a 7 count. Remember, when you stop, there's that pause in between. You may not want to do that. That's why I didn't go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, because you got to go to the next step. And you always have to have at least a beat pause so they can continue to the next step. They can transition easily. A lot of people don't even know that's happening. It really does happen. And that's where that 7 count came in at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, out and out, out and out. Well, the actual beat is a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. But because you did it fast, you can count it off quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, out and out, out and out. So that's where that next set of 8 came from. But that kick, twist, that kick, twist with the left, right, kick, step up. Da, 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 kick, step up. Well, actually, the music did that. The music did that in the Babyface beat. It went da, 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 da. And that's what you want to do. So all I had to do was create a step that matched what the music was doing at the time. And it does take talent. It does take creativity. It does take an understanding of steps. So I would say to anyone, get some steps together that you like, map your music, create your 8 counts to the beat and get past the chorus first.
Okay.
And then there comes a bridge. So if the bridge is doing something different than the chorus, you want to do something different. Now, sometimes people ignore the bridge and keep doing the same thing. And then halfway through, they say, oh, it's not doing that chorus that I created anymore. Where do I go from here? And then they wind up keep going, but the chorus actually starts over and they're offbeat because they didn't create a bridge. If the music has a bridge, create a bridge. That means you got to do something different. Okay? That's what happened with part 1 of the dance, bringing in part 2 of the dance, and then finally part 3 of the dance. Because the music did that. And that's what drives the dance and the steps.
Okay.
So make sure that you got your steps together that you like. And map them out first during the chorus part. And go over it. And then once you do your bridge and you finish the chorus, you finish the dance, go back over it and take out what you don't like. If there's something that's giving you a problem, it's going to give other people a problem too.
Okay.
And this is what's going to make your dance an original because you're dancing to the music you select rather than taking a bunch of steps that somebody created and making a line dance. Some people, like I was telling, was it Maurice? Who was on last week?
Marquise.
Like I was telling Marquise, and he understands this. He's a good choreographer. I like his dances. If you just take a bunch of steps that somebody else created and put them together and say, oh, I made a dance, and then you just put it to any old beat, believe me, people are going to recognize that, no, you didn't do that. It doesn't go. It just doesn't fit. But if you take and lay out the beat of the song will actually create the dance. And that's where the dance will be unique because the music is unique.
Okay.
So, you know, Prime Time. Now, here's something that's interesting to me. I know we're all different.
Right.
However, you know, a lot of times we tend to be very similar when we are in the same upbringing, household, you know, kind of, you know, pretty much similar. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So how is it with you and Donetta?
Oh, Donetta. Well, Donetta is really cool. Okay. She's one of my biggest critics too. She's really cool when it comes to dancing. She gives feedback all the time. Like when I did Be More Careful, she said, Dad, what is that dance about? Be more careful. You know, I said, Donetta, this is like a battle dance. It's like something you do like a battle rap. She said, well, we're not rapping. Why are you doing that dance? It goes back to Baltimore where you were always told to be more careful what you do and say as you go through Baltimore. And so I'm relating that to the dance. I'm saying be more careful. And that's why it starts with a side step.
Okay.
Meaning that you're sidestepping or stepping by those traps or potholes that can get you in trouble in life. You're stepping aside from drug use. You're stepping aside from crime. You're stepping aside from being a bad person and holding to what's right and good, even though you live in the hood and everybody telling you to do that which is wrong when you know better.
That's a very interesting point that you bring out.
Yeah.
The fact that you said about sidestepping. So when you make your line dances, like you said, you make them to the feeling. It's a feeling of the music. You can feel it, but it's also a story. Would you
Yes,
agree? You're also telling a story because, like you said, sidestepping out of what the surroundings. You don't have to do what everybody else does, and
exactly.
that's really good. That's really interesting. Something I never thought about it that way.
Yes. And let me tell you where that strength come from.
Okay.
At 14, I was getting in trouble. And my father said to me, look, Donell, look, I love you, you my son, and I want you to do well. He said, would you please read this Bible for me? And I said, oh, that bunch of hocus pocus. I ain't got time for that. None of my friends read that. He said, look, just read it for me. Give me 1 year. And if you don't like it, you don't have to do it. So I said, yeah, you know what? I'm going to read this for you. Yeah, not only that, after I read it, I'm going to prove to you that none of this stuff is real. And so that's what happened. I wound up reading it. And I said, I ain't got time to read these songs. These just too much. And I said, I read Daniel, and I said, this is so confusing. And then I read the book of Revelation, and they had a bunch of signs and whistles and everything. I said, this is a mess. But something told me that it was real. Mm-hmm. And at 16, I started teaching Sunday school. Okay. But in Sunday school, I learned a lot of stuff that just was not in the Bible. I knew I read it, but some of the stories that was in Sunday school was not in the Bible. And I don't want to sound like a preacher now and go over what was not there. Mm-hmm. But I can tell you now, there's a lot in Christianity that's just not there. Mm-hmm. So at 18, I graduated from high school and I got into computer programming. In computer programming, you learn binary. Binary is the numbering system that all computers run by. Okay. It's either on or it's off. It's a 0 or 1. And you make all the numbers from that, okay? The power in the electric that runs through your computer turns on or off the binary code, which create letters and numbers. Okay. So now that you understand that, you know it's either on or it's off. Okay, now understanding that, there's a test in computer programming that goes true or false. True or false, meaning either it's on or it's off. Either it's true or it's not true. Mm-hmm. So knowing those type of tests, and I did many of them in programming, I applied the same principle to the Bible. And I set out to prove that either God exists or he didn't. Mm-hmm. And there has to be an electrical current turned on. And I found that gift in the Spirit, the Holy Spirit. Yeah. And I told God, if you're real, then you will prove yourself to me. Now, I'm taking the first step, and I'm going to do all the studies that I need to do to see if you're true. And it is so, I'm filling with the Spirit now. I'm about to cry. The Bible tells you to do exactly that. Mm-hmm. Prove that I exist. That's Prove right. me to be right. Don't just accept what anybody is telling you.
That's right.
Prove me to be right. Mm-hmm. So here's something that I learned early on. The Bible says that you are free. The first thing God told Adam and Eve is that you are free. A lot of people like to think the United States created democracy and gave you freedom, but I'm here to tell you that God said you are free, and you are free to choose his way or not. That's how much freedom he gave you. Mm-hmm. He forced no one to accept his ways. So knowing that, I had to study to prove he exists. And I can tell you now, he does.
That's my yes, he does.
And I would say to anyone, study it for understanding, and don't let anyone interpret the symbols in the Bible for you. Always keep reading. The interpretation always come after the prophecy.
Okay.
Always. So you have to study continuously, even when Jesus told them the end in Matthew 24, what the end would be. And they come to him secretly. He says, what do you mean by all this stuff? And why don't you just speak plainly? Why do you speak in parable? A lot of people think Jesus taught in parable to so people would understand. No, he's taught in parable so it would be hidden, because God promises true unless you study to show yourself approved, you're not going to get it. He said to them, and he gives them the complete understanding always afterwards, after the parable is taught. So remember that when you study your Bible. Okay. And
I have a question. Oh, go ahead.
Yes.
There's a saying that says the Old Testament is the New Testament concealed. The New Testament is the Old Testament revealed.
That is a
Have
good
you ever
point.
heard that?
Yeah, I've heard that, because the New Testament reveals or gives a full understanding of the Old. But there's a lot in the Old Testament, especially the 10 Commandments, that is true to this day, that we must hold true to. I would tell anybody to study them fully. In the 4th commandment, it talk about the Sabbath day, which is the seal of God. It's your sign that you're worshiping the true God. It's the only day that he gives that connects you to the God of the universe. You must know which day is the Sabbath. Please make sure you understand that. Which day is the Sabbath? Okay? That's a test. You may think it's one day, but it may not be that day. The only people that kept the written words was the Jews. So you may want to ask the Jews which day is the 7th day of the week. You may want to look on your calendar and see which day is the 7th. Okay. And you may want to study that 4th commandment, because it has the seal of God. It has his name, his office, creator, his territory, heaven and earth. That is the seal of any government. The seal of the United States president is Barack Obama, president, United States. His name, his office, his territory. That's a seal. And right in the middle of the commandment is the seal of God. So I don't want to sound like a preacher today. What I want to tell you about line dancing is because God made sure I dodged those potholes, and I was able to get away from drugs. I avoided crime. I avoided armed robbery. I avoided stealing cars, because I had my own mind, and God had already told me to choose.
Okay.
And I knew to choose what was right.
Let's relate that to line dancing.
And how
do you have any gospel line dances?
Yes. Well,
did you use the same? I was going to say, did you use the same principle in an everyday line dance that you did in your gospel line dance? You use the same principles.
Yes, those same principles apply. Especially, there's a dance that I do called the Baltimore Goodfoot.
Okay.
Baltimore Goodfoot. Actually, that's not my dance. That was created by Danielle and Ricky, two people that came up with us early in line dancing. They went to the military. Both of them moved to Europe. They said, would you keep this dance going for us? And I said, sure. And everywhere I went, I taught that dance. And what the dance is about, the music is about, is bringing God and the Holy Spirit into your life. And I teach that dance everywhere I go. Okay. And we do it just about everywhere I go. Okay. And I hold on to that dance as if though it was my own, because it speaks to my heart. But when it comes to creating dances, I try to pick music that is clean, that has rhythm, but also tell the story of my life coming up. It tells the story of my life. My walk with Christ is in all those dances.
Okay.
Southside Baby is a dance that I created when I went down to see Reggie and them in Atlanta.
Okay.
We were leaving, and this is a true story. I hadn't even made a dance. I had a dance I called Better Be Good. And Reggie said, I want something new. You coming Southside. And I said, oh, okay. So I was in this room right here thinking about what I was going to make. And I played some of my old Baltimore club music. And that dance came on and said, is it the east side? Is it the west side? Is it the north side? Is it the south side? Come on, tell me, y'all. Tell me where you at. If you like that feeling, baby, come on, get it, snap. And that's where, and I said, south side, that's where we going. South side. Now, remember in Baltimore, we always talk about what side we was from. You were either from the east side or the west side. I'm an east side, west side boy. So we always talk about that. I'm from the east. I'm from the west. I'm from the south. So I said, we going south side. And I started dancing to that beat. And I said, this dance is Southside Baby. Why?
Okay.
Because we're going south side. We're going to Reggie and them.
Okay.
And I said, that's how the name of that dance, and that's how it was created. Southside Baby is a shout out to Atlanta, Southside Steppers.
Okay.
All right. That's where that came.
How long did it take you to create a dance? What's the longest and the shortest?
The longest was Morning After.
Okay.
And the reason why Morning After took so long is because Morning After has some real tricky steps. Okay. I did not want the dance to be boring. And I wanted it to be upbeat and a challenge. Okay. So not only did it have to have right foot action, it had to have what we call left foot action. A lot of people dance on the right if they're right-handed. And if you're left-handed, people dance on the left. I mean, it's just natural, something that comes natural. But with Morning After, I wanted it to be on both sides that got action. Well, and Morning After, and there's a combination called left foot action. And that was all in between beat. When we turn around and we go into left foot action, it was all 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 5 and a 6 and a 7 and a 8. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 5 and a 6 and a 7 and a 8. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 5 and a 6 and a 7 and freeze and an 8. So and that's how it went. And that's what you see in that dance. So remember, when you create your step, you want to create those steps to the beat of the song. And I think Morning After was the longest because I took my time with it.
Okay.
Yeah. Left Side Shorty, that also had a dance that started on the left, but has a part called the Killer on the right as a bridge. Okay. And it gave it balance. Now, where these steps come from? To tell you the truth, I don't know. I think that's where the talent come in, or your personality shows. People have individual personality traits in their dance. Sometimes I can look at a Bernadette dance and I'll say, that's Bernadette. You can almost look at the dance and say, yeah, that looks like Bernadette. They say that is a Bernadette dance. You say, you know what? I knew it. I knew it. Because their personality is showing through the dance.
Absolutely. Right. And that makes sense to me. Those steps from within. That's what's in you. So that's why you can give it to us. And for those of us that may not have had the experience that you have, we probably can't reproduce what you produced, and like I'll say, I can only give you within me. And
correct.
I think that's why your dances are the way that they are. You're actually giving us a part of you.
That is so true. You're fading.
Yep, you're fading, Zandra. Your sound.
Zandra, you're fading.
I wanted to come back with what you all said. When you're creating a dance, like you said, the 8 count and the steps and this and that and the other, and you have to feel it. But everybody doesn't accept your dance the way you accept it. My thing is, if you accept the dance, you like it, and you show it in your dance, then it would grab other people. I think you said something like that earlier. Because I've seen dances where it's a cute dance where people are dancing like.
Right.
And I'm like, you don't even look like you enjoying it. How do you expect for me to want to do that if you looking sad when you're doing
it? You gotta feel what you're doing. You gotta feel it. It will show on the outside. What is written on your face is what's going on inside. So if you feeling it and they show it on you, it's shown on your face, people can see it. They can see it in your movement. That's what's going on inside of you. And people are going to see it outwardly and going to want to do it the way you do it. And I see that a lot when it comes to dancing. Sometimes it'd be a good dance and you could tell if a person is bored with it, it doesn't look so good. But if they're happy with it, it shines.
And have you seen the dance to jump off? The
girls,
the ladies in the red?
Yes.
And you can tell that they are enjoying that dance.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, the first time I saw it, I was like, oh my God, what is this? Because they're getting it. I mean, these ladies really enjoy that dance. And that's what, I think a lot of us look for. Like you said, the facial expression tells a lot. They was like, ow.
Right.
Wow. I was like, okay, what's this? Because when I see something like that, I want to know what that is. Because they're enjoying it. I'm sure I'm going to enjoy it too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So sometimes we get dances that we see people do dances that they just don't like, they having fun, and they might really have created that dance to have, to have fun and make people like it. But the expression on their face is like, you don't want to do this. Sometimes have you ever seen that?
Yes, I have. Yes, most definitely. I would say to anyone, express yourself outwardly as in dance as what you hold inwardly, what you're feeling. Get your 8 count together. Get several of them together. If you got a song you like, it could be a slow song. It doesn't have to be fast. And you're feeling that song. Put your 8 counts together. Make sure they have continuity between steps. Mean you easily flow from one combination to the next, and put it to the music that you like. Okay. Trust in the Lord to lead you in the right direction, and you're going to be fine. And always pick good, clean music. Yeah. In other words, if the music has a lot of profanities, swearing and cussing, I just try to avoid that type of music. Okay. If the music is making you feel good, it's got clean lyrics, a lot of R&B songs, a lot of clean rap. clean country, whatever the type of music it is, I would say make it clean and honor the Lord by doing your dance. David danced before the Lord. There's Christians in the church today that dance before the Lord. But make sure when you dance before the Lord, you do it for the honor of God and do a righteous act in your dance. Do it for the talent, for the fun, and for the people that you love around you. You should always do a dance that if your mother was standing in front of you, she would be happy to see you doing that dance. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what you want to do. Okay.
Yes.
Keep it clean, and you'll be blessed in whatever you do.
Yes. And you know what? We could talk to you. We could just talk and talk and talk forever and forever. But we just have a few things that we need to cover. I tell you, Donell, it's just so exciting talking with you because of your knowledge and your understanding of line dance. You took us to another place that I don't think we've been before. When you took us to putting the Lord first in everything that you do, even your line dancing. Put him first, and it's got to be good. It has to be good. Now, everybody's not going to like it. I don't care what dance you do. Everybody's not going to like it. But if you like it and you feel it and God gave it to you, then you do it. Because if only one person likes it besides you, that's all. It's all good.
It's all good. That's right. So, and make sure you love the Lord. Learn about him. Okay. Don't trust what the preachers, the teachers are telling you. I'm being honest with you now. I'm praying to you all and for you all right now that you honestly search your Bible for the truth. Read it for yourself. It's your manual from God to you, and question everything. You ask the preacher about whatever. I don't want to sing out anything because this is not the forum for that. But every aspect of your religious belief, I don't care what it is, you question it. And you got the computer now, you got Google. You can search the origin of anything. Where did that come from? How did that start? And prove the existence of anything. If the Lord said King Cyrus signed a proclamation saying, let the children of Israel go back to Jerusalem, you should be able to find that. If Christ said the temple would burn down in 70 years after he left, there wouldn't be a stone standing, you should be able to find all of that in history. We not only are blessed with knowledge at our fingertips. When Daniel said knowledge would be increased, it doesn't mean that man got so much smarter. It's just that information is at your fingertip now. You can question anything.
And the Bible says, it says, study to show thyself approved, a workman not needing to be ashamed, but rightly dividing the word of truth. So, like you said, if you know it, you can tell it right.
Yes.
You know, and if you don't know it, you can't.
And you want to, for yourself, because the time is near that you study to prove the righteousness of God. All of it. And now when you do that and your heart and mind is clear, you can line dance till the sun come up. Because your heart and your mind is clear. If somebody that you have a problem with, I would say try and make peace with them. Always be the first to extend the olive branch. And if you got a disagreement with anyone, it's no shame to say, I'm sorry. I made a mistake. We all are human. We fall short. And when you do that, your mind is clear. The peace resonate with you. Even if they don't forgive you, that's their problem at that point. Because you tried to make right of any wrong that you did. And if they are good in their heart, they will forgive you, knowing that you fall short of the glory of God and only Christ can save us all.
Yes.
So when you do that, your heart will be clear, your mind will be clear, and your dancing feet is gonna move like thunder and lightning on that floor. You'll be able to dance till the sun come up, because you know that the righteousness is in your heart, and the glory fills you, and you're gonna do your dance. You know what I mean? And that's what make a line dance community fun. That's what make it great. And those things combined together is what make a great line dance. Get your steps together, get your combination together, get your music, lay out the track, and do your line dance.
Okay, so Donell, we need you to give us the dance of the week. Marquise is not on today because he's at an event. I think he's at Rondi's event down in South Carolina.
Oh, yeah.
We need you to give us the dance of the week, the dance that you want everyone online that's on and looking and watching. What dance would you like us to look at this week?
Please, please, please look at Tender Lover. Tender, Tender, Lover, Lover, line dance, line space dance. Go to YouTube. Type it in. I'm out there teaching that dance. I taught that dance at Silk. I told y'all I was going to release it that Friday before. That's what I did. That dance is really, really hot. So please go out there with all praise to God. Go out there and learn that dance and meet me on the dance floor. Let's do it on the wood and show that God is good, okay? Because I put my heart and soul into that dance, and it really is a nice dance. I like to think so, and I would like for you all to think so and get out there and do it with me.
Well, when would you be coming south again?
You know, I can't answer that right now. I want to come. I thought I was going to be able to make it down south in July, but that's my family reunion week. So I have to do the family reunion that week. But Zandra, if you invite me, I don't want to commit on air yet, but if somebody was to say, PrimeTime, come down here and hang out with us, we got this event going on, I definitely would consider coming.
All right.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
I would love to share the wood with you, PrimeTime. And then if I could have Ms. Lowe there too.
Oh yeah, it's on. It's on.
So look, have you?
That's like a collab to me. What you think? That's like a collaboration to me.
That sounds like a collab. You can see just how I do it on the wood. You can see how I create. You can see what I go through. You can see the ins and outs. You'll see it all. You'll say, "Oh, so that's what you do. That's what you do when you create dances."
There you go.
That's it.
So we're gonna we almost out of time, but we want to say all of those who have birthdays in the month of, we're in May, right? Still in May. In the month of May, we want to say happy birthday to you, and we pray that you celebrate and just have a good time for your birthday. And now we're going to our shout outs. And Prime, one thing, don't forget to add Let's Talk Soul Line Dance to your bio.
Yes.
Because a lot of people go to UC Star Wars, or they go to the Cali Jam or the Vegas Jam or whatever jam. But to us, I know to me, Let's Talk Soul Line Dance, it might not be on the wood, but it's on the wood.
I know that's right.
I know that's right. So make sure you add that to your bio, that you were a guest not once, but twice. So we had to bring you back because it was so good.
No, y'all be working me. Y'all say, you know what? I'm gonna get it out of him. He's gonna tell us the truth of the matter, because I know it's down in there. That spirit is hidden in him. There it is. I'm gonna get it out.
Excuse me. Yeah. And so now we have shout outs. You have any shout outs that anybody you like to shout out to?
Who, me?
Yes.
Oh Lord, there's so many. See, I start naming one and then I'm gonna get in trouble.
But just tell them, everybody.
I want to shout out the DMV. I want to shout out Baltimore. I want to shout out my family, Philly, East Coast Steppers, Step for Step. I love you all. I want to shout out Zandra. I want to shout out Gwen. I want to shout you all out. I want to say, you know what? Let's Talk Soul Line is the best thing that ever come along to present an audience like this that had let me open up about myself and tell the secret life of God that is with me, that I've always kept in the background. And I actually got to say it on Let's Talk Soul Line. So people know now that my heart is with God first, and they know that my feet is on the wood. And that with those two, I can make very good dances.
There you go.
And
hey, wait. Let me give you a prop. Is it loud? Is it too loud? I'm sorry.
It sounds good to me. So with that being said, I hope people understand where I'm coming from. They know that that first and foremost, I have to put God first, and then I'm able to do all those things on the wood that I do. Peace out. God bless each and every one of you, and I'll keep you all in my prayers always.
Okay. Do you have any announcements? You have any events coming up?
No,
no
events this year. Primetime Production is not doing anything in 2022.
Okay.
We have stopped, and COVID really, and this is the truth. The place still got my money. They won't give me my money. They won't give me my down payment. Every time I go up there, they say, we're gonna send you a check. I haven't gotten it yet.
You haven't got it
yet. But they're gonna eventually get round to it. But this year we said, you know what? We don't know what's gonna go on with this COVID thing. We got a granddaughter that I had missed 2 years of because of working. Finally, I got some time, and I'm going to take that time and be the best grandfather I can be. And then next year, Lolo and I is going to come back. We're going to do the Baltimore line dance throwdown again. We're just looking at maybe doing a one-day event, not the 3 days, a one-day event, and then we're going to go from there. But
can you do it in the warm weather?
Yes, we definitely going to do it in May or June.
Okay, yeah, because we can't do the cold. I'm sorry.
Hopefully y'all come up and hang out with me. I'll give you all the info. It'll be out there, and we'll see how it goes. But this year we're taking a step back. We want to be grandparents for a while.
Okay, that's wonderful.
But make sure you all do Tender Lover line dance. Tender Lover. I'm shouting it out.
So y'all got that Tender Lover line dance. Okay, I have an announcement. We're having a camouflage party celebrating our servicemen and women. Saturday, August the 6th, 2022. If you're in the Tampa Bay area, it's going to be at the American Legion Post on 3810 West Kennedy Boulevard in Tampa from 8 to 12 midnight. And it's a camouflage party. So we want to celebrate all of the men and women that have in the service and past, not past, but veterans in the service that served our country. So we want to recognize them. Zana, you have any announcements for this year?
No, I don't have any announcements, but I do want to shout out Bernadette and say happy birthday to her.
Okay, happy birthday, Bernadette.
Shout out to the MGM line dancers. That's what's up? To Lady T, I'm with Lady T. So prime time.
Yeah.
I don't know, you and Miss Lowe, y'all have to add maybe 2 days. Don't do 3, do 2.
Okay.
Because Lady T say, it's not good for those travelers. We need more than 1 day.
Yeah.
We could do that. We could do a 3-day event. We actually have some contracts and people want us to come back. So we could actually do that. I just hope everybody come out and support us. Because when you do those 3-day event, your neck is on the line to sell.
You're right.
Or just let us
Karen,
know. Like a lot of people don't announce their stuff till like the month before. I mean, you need to, especially when we have to fly to Baltimore, because I'm not driving to Baltimore from Tampa. I'm going to fly. So if we have to fly, we have to get airline tickets, we have to get hotels. So if you give us like 6 months, start announcing it. I tell everybody, announce it 6 months. Give us time, because I'm dealing with seniors. We want some monthers.
Well, I got a pretty good contract with a hotel that we're associated with. We did several events with them, and they've been asking me to come back. But with those events, it's a lot of work. Bring the team together and hash it out. And if everybody say, yeah, let's go, it'll be a 3-day event. It'll be a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, breakfast, brunch, and everybody go home. Okay.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Look, go with Karen. Karen Stewart said, we got you.
All right. That's Karen Stewart. That's my girl. I know that's right. I love that, Karen. Thank you, Karen. She's been to a couple of our events, a few of them.
Okay.
Matter of fact, she's been to more than 2. She's been to about 3 or 4 of them.
Okay.
But she's always there supporting us. And shout out to Karen. Thank you.
That's a blessing. I want y'all to know as information, the urbanlinedanceconnection.com was created by Nicole Points, and a lot of information is on that page. If you're going somewhere to visit family and you need to know where a line dance class is, you can go to that page, urbanlinedanceconnection.com, and you can find out where line dance class is and who's giving it and a whole lot of things like that. It's a lot of good information, and a lot of the dances are out there as well. And I want to shout out to my husband, my honey pie, Joseph McFadden. I wouldn't be who I am without him. So I just want to say thank you. The last thing I want to give you before we go is by Diamond Green, and I love this. I don't know if everybody has seen it, but she says the 4 L's of line dancing. The first L is to look at me and watch what I'm doing. And the next one is to learn the dance. Learn it for yourself. The next one is to love it. Okay. And then the last one is to live it. And I said, to live it. She said, so when you do it, you even though you're doing somebody else's dance, people will think it's yours because you really, really are living that dance. You're really loving it. So that's what we're going to do with Tender Lover.
Yes.
Okay? We're going to watch you do it. Then we're going to learn it. And then we're going to love it. And then we're going to live it. So when you see us on the wood, they'll be like, oh, they doing my thing. They doing that dance. They doing my dance. So you'll see it. And prayerfully, people will do your dance and post it on Facebook and YouTube, whatever, so you can see how people appreciate your gift that God has given you as far as on the wood. Okay. You're welcome. And did I miss anything? Like, share, subscribe, please, to Let's Talk Soul Line Dance. We love for you to let this grow. And like PrimeTime said, I thank you, PrimeTime, for saying that too. This is a great platform that we can share information. We can help one another grow. And this is a man who's been in the business for 20, 25 years. So he knows a lot, about the industry. And so I appreciate you for sharing, because everybody don't want to share with you. Everybody don't want to help make you better, or what you're doing better. But we're all in this together. We are a community, a family. And when we can help one another to go to the next level, if it's not but one step, you take one step at a time and you keep stepping, one day we'll be at the top. So I just want to thank you for coming on and blessing us with all your knowledge, your wisdom, and understanding. And it's just been a blessing. So, Zandra, do we have time for, do we have time for trivia? One? Okay. One trivia question. Okay. Donell, do you want to do it? Zandra, you want to do it? What we do, Donell, is we ask a trivia question, and whoever answers that question gets $5. Okay.
You do it.
You want me to do one? Okay. Okay. steps. No, I better not get that one. That might be too hard. Let's see, because I wrote them all down. Donell said he made a dance that starts with Baltimore. Do anybody remember the name of the dance that starts with Baltimore? I see the antennas going up. A dance that he created starts with Baltimore. Anybody? So if anyone gets that answer, the number on the screen, 813-407-1216. If you text me your Cash App, I will send you your money. But so far, look, they are Googling. No, not that one. That's not it. It starts with Baltimore. It starts with the word Baltimore. But he did. Southside Baby was another one. Baltimore, be more careful. No, that wasn't the name, I don't think, right? That's not the name.
No.
Right? Nope,
No.
that's not the name that I wrote down anyway. So y'all keep trying. It starts with Baltimore. It's Baltimore something something. Okay. So nobody? Nobody? Sonia, we have anything else? No? Nothing else? Well, Donell, we cannot thank you enough. So you want to I cannot think. That's what Katrina Daniels said. I cannot think. Trash bag fashion lover. Hi, trash bag. Okay.
Actually, I didn't make that dance. I didn't create it. I taught it everywhere I went.
You taught it everywhere you went. Okay.
Yeah, everybody think it's my dance, but it's a dance that I carried for years because the people who actually made the dance left the country and went to Europe.
Okay.
And they stayed in Europe. But everybody think it's my dance. I teach it as if though it's my dance. And it's called the Baltimore blank blank.
Yeah. Baltimore blank blank. Yeah.
Blank blank.
2 words.
The Baltimore.
There we go. Katrina Daniel has
There you go.
Baltimore Goodfoot.
There you go. The Baltimore Goodfoot. There you go, Katrina.
All right. So sorry, Angela. Katrina beat you in. Bernadette. Yep. Baltimore gourmet stew. Oh, stew. That's what's gourmet stew. No, it's Baltimore Goodfoot.
Baltimore Goodfoot. That was a good one, Bernie.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm gonna kill him. Oh Lord. Baby, I'm on my podcast. Why are you calling me? Hello? I'm sorry. I'll call you back, babe. Okay, y'all. I'm sorry. So yeah, text me to the number 813-407-1216, and I will send you your Cash App. We cannot thank you enough, Donell, for blessing us with your presence, blessing us with the information you've given us, just being a blessing overall, teaching, just telling us how to make a dance, telling us where to start. Because sometimes we don't even know where to start. Sometimes you doing things and you're like, I don't even know where to start with this, but you gave us the platform. You gave us the ground roots. You told us where to start, what to do first, what to do second. Listen to it. Go back and look at it, and then stop and look at it again and make sure it's right. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Zandra, do you have anything before we close out? I guess not, because she left us. So Donell, thanks again so much. And if I'm one last thing. I've been trying to find someone who is willing to teach choreography.
Yes.
To teach choreography, even if it was like a weekend event or something like that.
Yes.
Teach choreography. You'd be surprised at how many, I'm sure, instructors you would get, or just dancers that you would get to come to a workshop. And like one of the days could be a help me out, choreographing workshop, where we just take music and you teach us how to do a dance to it. How to pull apart, how to do the 8 count, how to pull the bridge out of there, you know, or make something for the bridge and the chorus. That's what I've been looking for. And everybody I ask is like, oh no, I can't do that.
Well, that do take hands-on, in-person type training.
Exactly.
I would say that, because you get the vibe and feel each other, what the person is doing. You can fit their personality to the song and the dance.
Right.
And remember, I told you the dances come from within, and also the steps. Some things are learned, some things are remembered, but a lot of things is feeling. And when you go with that feeling, and you got your concrete steps, and you put it to the music, that's what makes the dance. And that's what makes the dance unique. And that's what makes it your dance versus my dance.
Yes. I see right here. Katrina Daniels said, love watching his videos in his home. Angela said that would be an instructor class. That's a good idea, Angela. That's what I've been trying to find. They did it in Boston last year. Marquis said doing their workshop. And Katrina Daniels said it takes a lot. Everyone can't make a line dance. And that's why this is needed so much. I'm telling y'all, Bernadette, Katrina Daniel, y'all could get together and do a class in PrimeTime and some other ones that's been doing it for a long time. You get together and do a workshop for, I'm telling you, I'd be the first one to sign up, because I want to, no, really, I had made like 31 dances. Okay. And I love them. I love every one of them, or my team. I can say not me, my team has, but we've never made that dance that, you know, that went viral, that made mainstream, that everybody likes. So I'm like, there's something that maybe I'm missing. So I would like a class to teach me how to do it the right way. Okay. And so y'all think about it, get together, do a class. I'm trying to tell you, somebody, y'all get together. Donell, maybe you can lead it and get together and have a workshop, even if it's only like 4 hours or something of the whole weekend, you know, and instruct a workshop to teach us how to choreograph a dance. I would love it. I'd be the first one to sign up, for real. That's what I've been asking for, but I can't find anybody to do it. Angela Brown say, put it out there.
Put it out there. I know that's
need
right.
to learn how to count music, right? Those type of things. I write my steps down as I go. Green Angela said. So just looking at the comments, you can see that it's needed. You know, it's needed. And if all of y'all professional choreographers get together and do a workshop for those that need it, that want it. I'll say those that want it, because everybody don't feel like they need it. I'm one, I feel like I need it and I want it. So if y'all got together and did that for us, oh man, that would be awesome. That would truly be awesome. Yeah. So let me know. That's my number, 813-407-1216. My email is Queen Sheila, and it's QWEENSHEILA@gmail.com. So it's Queen Sheila @gmail.com. You know, you get it together, let me know. I will bring my folks and we will just have us a good time, you know, learning how to choreograph a dance and put it all together, how you break it down and make it right. Okay. So I want to thank you all for tuning in today.
Queen Sheila, I love you and thanks for having me. I love you
too. I love you too. And tell your wife and your daughter I say hello.
I
and
sure
I look
will.
forward to meeting them on the wood.
I know that's right.
Okay.
All right, good.
All right, take care. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a nice
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.